once every 3 days as part of our specials rotation here at Fire Prairie with art and physical education. And so roughly these students have 7 rehearsals every month, give or take. It's not always on the same day. For the most part, the kids are excellent about remembering when they need to have their instrument and their music. Our concert began with 2 songs that are in unison. That means everyone played the same rhythm, same pitches, with the exception of our percussion section. And it was our first 5 pitches. We learned 5 pitches right off the bat within the first couple weeks, and basic rhythms of quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. We will now continue on, and you'll see a progression through the evening to full band arrangements. It's like, wow, that sounds like band. Our next selection is a familiar melody that most people attribute to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who incidentally, his death date was tomorrow, back in 1791. Mozart did not really write this song. He just wrote a piece based on this little French melody. And it's the same melody that we hear in Ba Ba Black Sheep or the ABC song. We hope you enjoy our next selection. This is a Mozart melody. Is like, in some sense, learning a foreign language, but in many ways it's much more complex. In our written language, we don't have symbols that mean tongue a little bit different here, or don't use your tongue at all. We don't have symbols in the written language for read softer or read louder or different inflections. And in music, we even read or play at different speeds. A new musical concept for these students was to play with different dynamics. Dynamics is the word we use in music to describe how loud or soft we play. And the first 3 dynamics students learn are forte, which means loud or strong, mezzo forte, which means medium loud, and then piano, which means soft. We also learn to play at a faster tempo, which is the musical word we use for speed. We hope you enjoy Jingle Bells, which is not really a Christmassy song, but it's more of a Thanksgiving time song, written for New England, in the New England area in the 1800s for the time when we switched from horse-drawn carriages to horse-drawn sleighs.
I was telling everybody that Thanksgiving, Jingle Bells is a Thanksgiving song.
Each of those first selections were still in unison. We added different dynamics, we added different tempos, a new pitch, but they were all still unison. And if we're going to make it to full band arrangements where the students are playing different pitches and different rhythms, creating harmony and so on, we have to start separating the band in different ways. And one of the ways we do that is to have each major part of the band, woodwinds, brass, and percussion, play at different times. And so you'll hear each of those sections featured on Listen to Our Section. Our next selection is another part of that process in learning to play full band arrangements, and that's where students play at the same time, but with different pitches. And as probably all of you know from your general music education or your experience in band and orchestra and choir in school, when you have two different pitches played at the same time, you get harmony. And that's exactly what you'll hear here in this familiar tune, London Bridge, which was really written back in the 1700s. Okay, it's a very familiar song. You'll hear the band switch parts on the repeat. You'll enjoy London Bridge. And so that brings us to our final two selections, which are full band arrangements. Now, when you listen to the music on the radio, and whatever kind it is, whether it's rock or country, or if you're like me and listen to Christmas songs all year long, when you listen, you don't hear everyone who's performing doing the same rhythm and pitches. You hear the singer singing the melody. Maybe there's some backup singers with drum sets playing something a little more complicated to keep time. There's a bass part, there's a guitar part, there's a keyboard sometimes, brass part, and they're all playing different things. And that's what creates that exciting, fun sound. And so as you start listening now to full band arrangements performed by the 5th grade band, you're going to hear each of the sections having something a little bit different.